Hello once again, Star Wars and Unboxing Day. Happy Life Day, or around Life Day, the Life Day season. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, for Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. And in celebration of Life Day, at the time of this recording, or I should say at the time of the release of this recording, we will be in that hovering in the mid-November time frame. And of course, that is when we celebrate Star Wars Life Day. And I have, of course, my Akmina Life Day shirt, and I have other shirts that I will display in our future episodes. But today we're really not going to talk much about Life Day other than to wish you all a happy Life Day, which is how I celebrate the beginning of the entire holiday season, which includes all sorts of holidays like Christmas and Winter Solstice and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, but also Life Day. So, a happy Life Day for all of you. Peace be with you all. Let there be peace on earth. Let there also be unboxings on earth, and this one is another one from Fanhome. That's right, this is, for those who've been watching, this is our next installment into the R2D2 build. I have all of my pieces over here to the side from the first two installments. Now, I got to tell you, it says, I say first two installments. Technically, it's actually the first 6. They have sent me, the first box, they sent me 2 installments, and the second box, they sent me 4 installments. I have not opened this yet, and I haven't looked at I got no notification that I was going to receive it, but I didn't know exactly how many are in there. So we're going to open it up now, and we're going to see what we see. Okay, looks like, I'm just going to tell by the magazines here. All right. Whoa, issue 7, issue 8, issue 9, issue 10, issue 11, 5 more issues. Okay, wow. And the thing is about these guys is that these issues, they're not very big magazines. You can just tell by looking at them. They're basically little, very, very, very small, maybe 10-page pamphlets, if you will, or 10 to 15 pages each. And the first 3/4 of them are really just, I think it starts off with in-universe things about droids. So you learn about, let me get it right. First part of it, talks about the making of Star Wars, and, with particular attention to droids on location, things like that. At least that's what I've seen so far. Then the next part talks about the kind of in-universe droids, about different droids like the R2 series, the C-3PO, the 3PO series, the whole thing. And then the latter part after that, it talks about robotics and computer science in general. Just some very basic kind of Cliff Notes versions of everything from how, microchips started and things of that nature. And then the very last part of each of these magazines is the instructions for how to continue your R2D2 build. So that's what I'm doing on the channel right now. So I'm going to kind of reposition the camera and just kind of set ourselves up, looking through, going through all 4 of these magazines. I'm sorry, 5 of these magazines. I wonder if they just keep adding one. Now, just to show you what each, they number each of the packs here. So here's pack 7, okay? You can see there's just a few items in there. It looks like, now some of these things are just having to do with what they send you. Obviously, some of this will attach to the pieces that you get later on. So this is issue 7. This is issue number 8. Looks like more stuff mainly relating to the dome. Here's issue 9. Looks like all of this is about the dome. Okay. Here is issue number 10. Again, you can tell it's dome because it's got all these plastic pieces here that are meant to surround the outside of the dome. And once again, issue 11, which includes a very heavy rod. So there you go. My only complaint about this is that these screws are so tiny. I am so afraid of them getting lost. Some of them, they give us those screws, and they don't have any reason for, they don't use them all up. So they're not all attached to anything by the time this happens. So I want to make sure I'm in order. Let's get to work. Well, I got to tell you, we are definitely coming closer and closer, right? We did a little bit of additive here. We got more of his foot, one foot, or one part of his leg, and the dome is definitely starting to take shape. I will say this. Be very, very cautious to any new builders out there. Be very, very cautious of the types of screws that they expect you to use for each step. They aren't clear on it. Like when you buy an IKEA piece of furniture, they're pretty clear with exactly which screw goes in. Here, they just kind of show a hand with a screwdriver, and it's hard to see. So they do some pretty much they give you some assumptions. I made a big error that I caught enough that I just had to go back a few steps, and that was with this the disc here, right, to connect them with these like brackets. I was using the longer screws, and I realized I needed those longer screws later. Now, they appear every couple of episodes, every couple of issues. They do seem to send you multiple screws of every kind. I don't know if they give you the exact amount like Legos sometimes do, but even Legos give you a few extra of the little ones, so I'm hoping to do the same thing. But as you can see, it's starting to take shape. So I don't know if my next one next month is going to come with like 4, 5, 6 issues, and if we're going to keep going bigger and bigger. But I actually have enjoyed this. It makes some great reading in between. All right, there's all sorts of nifty articles. Again, it's about anything from the real world of the making of Star Wars to the in-world, droid series and where they're manufactured in the universe, that type of thing, along with how how actual real robotics has come to be, computers and robotics. So pretty cool. Definitely something, if you are a parent of a young child that has even the slightest interest in how things work, this is a great way to introduce them to basic droid building or robot building if they ever decide they want to go into like robotics in high school or whatever. So I definitely recommend it. It might be years before I finish this, so I'll put together a Fanhome playlist and you can put it on here and you can just see me do it. I've seen people do like live streams where they're putting together. I've been here for an hour. I mean, I don't really feel like that's real riveting television. Plus, I'm not giving you the close-ups of everything, but you get a good general sense of it. So that'll do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Again, a happy Life Day to all of you. And until next time, well, first of all, check out all the other content on Red 5 Network. Red 5, thank you for supporting the channel. And until next time, may the Force and the robots be with you.